We are going to be getting an update today about that industrial plant fire and all of the explosions that ended up taking the life of one person in Clinton Township.
The fire led to a series of explosions that sent debris flying across the area up to a mile away. That person who was killed was a quarter-mile away. Nick Monticelli live this morning as those businesses that are now trying to patch up from all the damage they've endured from this.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage up to 2 miles away, actually, Jason and Rhonda. So today at 11 o'clock, the Clinton Township leadership here will have a press conference to lay out how the investigation is moving forward. Now, I can tell you that after talking to them, we know that the investigation here at the actual sites really hasn't progressed much because they still can't get into the site to try to determine how the fire itself started. We have also learned that more federal investigators are on their way. It's been 4 days since the fires and explosions at GU Select Distributors in Clinton Township, and on this fourth day, frustration is building. This morning, Clinton Township leaders will hold a press conference to lay out the latest information, starting with how the EPA is now a part of the investigation, looking into what happened, the improper storage, and what can be done to help compensate businesses and homeowners.
They have started doing walk-arounds to find out what they need to do in neighborhoods because they're going to start in the neighborhoods. They're not going to start on the site. The site is still not ready for anyone to be on because there are still fires burning underneath all the rubble.
The EPA is also looking into accountability, and they are not the only ones, considering the massive amount of damage and, most importantly, the loss of life. A 19-year-old was killed when an exploding canister hit him in the head a quarter of a mile away.
I cannot give you all the details, but I can tell you this. Our prosecuting attorney has assigned 3 of his lawyers to Clinton Township to help with this situation. That should give you a clue as to what's happening.
My understanding is that originally the owners of GU were cooperative with the police department, but things have changed since then.
That's my understanding also. I don't have any specifics. I do know that it's not as easy to get hold of them as it once was at the beginning.
Back out here live, we had mentioned how they can't get into the site because it's still not safe and there are still burning fires. You can still see some smoke that's happening right in front of us live here as a lot of that rubble is just crushed underneath the weight of the roof, and they still can't get water in a lot of the areas. So it will take bulldozers and heavy construction equipment to shove everything around here and get all those hot spots put out for good. Again, a press conference with Clinton Township leaders happening at 11 o'clock today. We will have cameras there. We will let you know what else they have to say. We're live in Clinton Township. Nick Monticelli, Local 4.